Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk more about the University of Idaho murders ex-boyfriend theory. And the reason I wanted to talk more about it is that I found out some more information. Now, it's probably not new information to you guys because I have been so busy. I haven't had time to sift through all the videos and the news articles about it. But recently I came across information that Kaylee was apparently getting ready to move to a different state because she was graduating early. So she wasn't really living at the house or going to be living at the house anymore. So this made my ex-boyfriend theory stronger because I was thinking if she was going to be leaving town, his opportunity to do this would have been gone. And he would have had to wait till she came back, or he would have had to go to the state she lives in. So I think that combined with perhaps something that recently happened between them all kind of fueled this frenzy because he was thinking, I'm so fired up about this. I'm so mad. And she leaves town tomorrow or something. You know what I mean? I just need to do this now. And he might have been one of those guys that are like, if I can't have her, no one can. And if I'm not happy, nobody's going to be happy. And then he just wanted to take out all the people in her life that she seemed really happy with because he just was so jealous and mad. So that's what I was thinking. It helps the ex-boyfriend theory that she wasn't going to be living there anymore. And apparently she wasn't there the week prior or something. So it's kind of like she was the target. Otherwise, they could have done it leading up to it. They could have done it after she left. But they did it a day she was there. And I also found out recently that Ethan was found in the kitchen. So it kind of changes the way I think everything went down. I kind of feel like now maybe they heard a noise in the kitchen. Maybe the girl sent her boyfriend in there to check it out. Maybe Ethan was the first to go, just like a lot of people are saying, because he was a man. And maybe he would have been able to overcome the attacker had he came upon them attacking one of the girls. So he gets surprised by the guy in the kitchen. And let's be honest, how many of us would even assume someone has a large knife? You might think somebody has a gun more than you would a knife. And maybe he didn't see a gun, so he thought he could fight this guy, and then it ended up being a knife, and, he couldn't win against a knife. But if the guy didn't have a knife, Ethan could have probably kicked his butt. But the guy's a coward and has to have a knife because, anybody that would do this is a coward. Anybody that would do this needs to be caught. I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like it's the ex-boyfriend just because of the phone calls. Because, like, if Kaylee is calling somebody to help her, she could have called 911 leading up to the murders. If she was making all those phone calls, she could have called 911, but she chose to call her ex-boyfriend. And I honestly don't believe that she was calling him just to talk. I think she was calling him because he left some crazy message on her voicemail. Maybe she'd heard he was going to do something and she was trying to talk him down. She knew he was mad and she was trying to, like, get him to where he wouldn't do something crazy. Or the girls might have seen something outside and one of the girls might have said it looked like your ex-boyfriend. And she kept calling him so that he would answer, hopefully somewhere else, and it not be him. But since it was him, he either left his phone at home, so it looked like he was at home all night, or he had it off. I think he had his phone at home, actually. That's what I think would have happened. Now, some people are saying that he was out of town when this happened, but then other people are saying it's not Kaylee's ex-boyfriend that was out of town, it's Maddie's boyfriend who was out of town. So, I'm not sure. I feel like that's still kind of up in the air to where I don't really think I could find the right information on that. So then an update on, like, the families talking to the media. I heard Kaylee's dad talk to the media, and he's very similar to her sister in his mannerisms. So I feel like the sister's lack of emotion is basically just a family thing and maybe a genetic trait because her dad is kind of like that too. And they both seem to enjoy being in the media. But I also feel like the family shouldn't talk to the media. I know they feel like they're maybe getting the ball rolling more and putting pressure on the police if they're talking to the media, but I don't think that's how it works. Because they're trying to build a big, strong case, and they're not going to tell the media or the family anything that would jeopardize the case. They're probably actually trying to build the case so they don't always arrest someone right away because they want to, like, have surveillance on them. Maybe they're getting their phone records. Maybe they're getting enough evidence together so they could do a search warrant. Like, it's a big, complicated process that none of us will probably ever understand unless we're in law enforcement. So I think the police know what they're doing. Like, I actually live in a place where there was a case and they waited 2 years before they arrested the person. The whole city knew who did it, and I guess since they were not a threat to the community, they didn't have any hurry to get this person in jail. So they were building the case, and so, like, 2 years later, they arrested this person. Everybody was kind of like, oh, I knew it was that person. You know, why didn't they do this sooner? But it was simply because they were getting more evidence. And that could be what they're doing here. It might be 2 years before they make an arrest. And if you look at the Delphi case, which I'm going to do another video on that, look how long it took them to make an arrest. When all of us, if we had the information they did, we could have pointed our finger at who did it on day one. You know, the only single male at the trail that day was Richard Allen. He looks just like the video, but the investigators continued to act like they didn't know who did it, and even did a composite that was of a young man that didn't look anything like Richard Allen. So, I mean, they have their reasons why they wait so long, but I just wanted to update you guys on my ex-boyfriend theory and why I feel like it got stronger. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.